Hello everyone, my name's Jet, and welcome to my presentation on Patreon and its recent rebrand, which reflects its evolving commitment to artists, creators, and independent voices, while enhancing creative identity and promoting community engagement. Let's dive into how this shift is redefining the creator economy and impacting the industry as a whole. Patreon was founded in 2013 by Jack Conte and Sam Yam. The goal is to help artists and creators earn directly from their fans. As of today, the platform has over 250,000 creators across music, art, and podcasts. The company net worth is valued at $1.4 billion as of September 2024. A recent data from Graphtreon estimates that Patreon facilitates approximately 24.5 million in monthly payouts to creators, with over 15.7 million paying memberships and around 291,000 creators receiving payments. While these numbers highlight Patreon's success in supporting creators, the platform faced a growing challenge. Its branding no longer reflected the evolving needs of its users. As the creator economy expanded, Patreon needed more dynamic identity that better aligned with its diverse and ever-changing community. These led to the decision to rebrand. Now let's talk about the need for rebranding. Starting with the old Patreon branding, creator frustrations, and competitive market. As the creator economy evolved, Patreon realized it needed an identity that wasn't rigid but fluid. The goal was to move from being just a platform to a community-driven brand. Patreon's rebrand is all about flexibility and creative freedom. The new logo, designed by David McCloud, isn't static. It shifts in texture and form, reflecting the ever-changing nature of creativity. This gives creators more control over how they present themselves, making their Patreon pages feel like an extension of their unique brand. Now let's talk about work in progress, or WIP content. On Patreon, sharing work in progress content is a great way to connect with fans. Fans love getting a sneak peek before something is finished. For example, a song that is not finished, a painting before the final touch, or a book before it's being published. This kind of access makes Patreons feel like insiders, not just supporters. This also helps creators keep fans engaged. When fans see the process being unfolded in front of their eyes, they build a stronger connection to the work and are more likely to stick around and keep supporting. This new approach clearly had turned Patreon into more than just a funding platform, but it's a place where a fan gets to experience the creative journey right alongside their favorite creators. Now, let's take a look at the key needs that shaped this transformation. Patreon's rebrand was about solving real problems for creators. As the platform grew, it became clear that creators needed more control over how they present themselves, how they connect with their audience, and how they build a sustainable career. One of the biggest needs was personal branding. Creators didn't just want a profile, they wanted a space that truly reflected their identity. Patreon's new customizable branding tools gave them that flexibility. Another challenge was fan engagement. Audiences don't just want content, they want to feel like part of the journey. With more personalized pages and WIP content, Patreon helps creators build a strong connection with their supporters. And of course, monetization matters. Keeping Patreons long term is tough, and many creators struggle with that retention. By making Patreon feel more like a home, it encourages fans to stay engaged and continue their support. Patreon needed to stand out from competitors like Substack or Ko-fi. Unlike those platforms, Patreon now gives creators full control over how they present themselves, making it better fit for artists, musicians, and multimedia creators. One key difference is a custom branding. While platforms like Substack and Ko-fi have more uniform look, Patreon allows creators to customize their pages to match their style, making their space feel more personal and professional. Another major advantage is fan engagement. Patreon encourages deeper interactions through membership perks, exclusive content, and work-in-progress updates, giving supporters a behind-the-scenes experience they can't get anywhere else. And then their creator support. Unlike platforms that simply process payments, Patreon provides tools to help creators grow, including data analysis, tier-based memberships, and direct communication with fans. With these features, Patreon isn't just another monetization tool, but it's a platform that helps creators build a brand, connect with their audience, and turn their passion into a sustainable career. A great example of Patreon's impact is Chapo Trap House, one of the platform's biggest success stories. With over 30,000 Patreons, they generate around 180,000 per month, making Patreon their main source of income. What makes them stand out is how they engage their audience. They offer exclusive content, early access, and real sense of community, keeping fans loyal and invested. Patreon also gives them a full creative independence. Instead of relying on ads or sponsors, they are funded directly by their audience. This shows why Patreon is more than just a payment platform. It helps creators build and sustain a career on their own terms. This rebranding isn't just about looks, it's about giving creators more control. It strengthens the connection between creators and their fans and puts the power back in their hands. On the economic side, it helps creators build a more sustainable income by keeping Patreons engaged and improving retention. When creators have more control over their branding and how they connect with their audience, they are more likely to maintain steady and consistent revenue. Culturally, it shows that creativity isn't one size fits all. The new branding lets artists, musicians, and content creators shape their own space, making Patreon more than just a funding platform, but it's a creative hub where individuality thrives. At its core, Patreon's rebrand tells creators that they own their identity, platform, and the business. By embracing flexibility and personalization, Patreon is shaping the future of creator economy. And this is the end of my presentation. Thank you so much for watching.